Have you ever wondered why God seems to be silent in some of your toughest moments? Well, what if I told you that the delay, the struggle, the fire that you're facing right now is actually a way of God preparing you for something greater? First, let's get one thing clear. God isn't silent because he's ignoring you. He's watching to see your faith. Think about gold, right? Before it shines, it has to go through fire. We've all heard that. And that's what God is doing in your life right now, right? He's preparing you. He's purifying you. The heat is bringing to the top the garbage in our life that gets scraped off, right? And that's a strengthening process. He's strengthening your faith for the blessing ahead. But he needs to know that you're going to trust him when things get tough. When the stuff hits the fan of your life, will you stay faithful when you can't see the outcome? And here's where it gets real, right? Sometimes God allows distractions, right? Shiny things in our lives that look good, but they're not from him. Right? Or worse, he lets things fall apart, right? So he can see where you place your faith, where it really stands. And maybe he's given you a promise, a calling, a dream, or even a glimpse of your future. But before that promise comes to pass, he's going to test you and test that faith, right? You might feel like giving up. You might even question if God is still with you. But let me tell you, he's there, right? And he's waiting to see if you'll cry out to him and depend on him and trust his perfect timing. And here's why this matters, right? The season that you're in right now, it's not pointless. It's preparing you for the responsibility that comes along with the blessing, right? And if you can't handle the fire now, you can't trust him in the fire that you're experiencing now, leaning on him to be your everything now, how are you going to handle what God has for you later? Look at the people that Jesus healed in the Bible over and over. He said, your faith has made you well. Right? And God wants that same faith from you. Now, I know that it's hard. I know waiting is hard. I know it feels overwhelming, but don't lose sight of who God is. Right? He's a provider. He's a sustainer, and he's never failed. And even if you feel alone, he's with you. And even if you question the outcome and because you're experiencing it in a way that's not what you expected, God's plan is better than anything that you can imagine because he's not just preparing you for now, but the future, life beyond this world that we're experiencing right now. And so stay faithful in the fire because on the other side, God does have something incredible waiting for you. And I believe he wants to bless you now in this darker season. He's going to bring out treasures in these personal moments just between you and him as you lean on him to be everything for you. So my hope and prayer in listening to this is that you would be encouraged, that you would know that you're loved, that you would know that God has a plan and he's going to work it out. Nothing that God has for you is going to miss you. So if this message encouraged you, share it with someone who needs it, and let's remind each other to trust God in the fire. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more of this type of content. I love you guys. And as always, remember to stay sharp. Let's walk in truth and war against deception because Jesus is coming soon.